The rise of small bay flex in Katy and why this asset class is exploding. And here's the direct take. Small bay flex space is one of the strongest performing asset classes in Katy right now, and most investors are still underestimating it. So, what is small bay flex? Well, small bay flex properties are typically ranging from, say, like 1,000 to 5,000 square foot, and the units combine a warehouse functionality component with roll up doors and storage with an office space, front facing, customer ready. It's a light industrial use and it's great for contractors, trades, and service businesses. And they're the backbone of local economies and not flashy, but incredibly durable. So, why Katy is the perfect storm for flex growth? Well, one, population explosion means more businesses are being formed. And Katy Fulshire seeing massive residential growth, and where the rooftop goes, businesses follows. So think contractors, HVAC companies, plumbers, e-commerce operators, and local service providers. And all of them need affordable, functional space and not Class A office buildings. Two, affordability gap versus industrial. And larger industrial buildings will require bigger leases with higher tenant commitments and institutional level underwriting. Whereas small bay flex, there's generally a little lower cost basis and a higher rent per square foot, but you also have more tenant demand. So this creates a pricing inefficiency that investors can exploit. Three is they're sticky tenants with lower turnover, and these tenants aren't moving every year. What they do is they build out their space to their exact needs. So they have their store and their equipment, and they can establish a local presence. So it's very valuable to them. And that means you're going to see lower vacancy as an investor with more consistent cash flow, but also reduced leasing costs because they're not turning over. Four, limited supply, and that's the real driver. And developers have historically focused on larger industrial parks, but also multifamily and retail centers. And small bay flex has been undersupplied for years. Well, now the demand is catching up fast. So why investors are targeting small bay flex? Well, this asset checks a lot of boxes for a lot of people. You have high demand from local users, but you also have fragmented ownership, so there's less institutional competition in this space. There's strong rent growth potential, and there's a recession-resistant tenant base. People always need AC work and plumbers and pipes cleaned. So from a diversified tenant mix, we can expect reduced risk. And shorter lease terms equals faster rent resets and strong debt service coverage performance due to higher rents per square foot. And here's the financing angle, and this is where deals are won. Most investors can get this part wrong too, so pay attention. Small bay flex deals are won on structure, not the rate, conservative vacancy assumptions, and realistic expense underwriting. But also your exit strategy needs to be clear and focused and defined. So lenders will look at it from a tenant quality perspective, a lease rollover risk perspective, but also market vacancy and the borrower's liquidity. And if you underwrite these like a lender, you're going to win these deals. The bigger trend here is it's the local economy real estate. And small bay flex isn't driven by Wall Street. You're not going to see it on Wall Street. And it's driven by local business growth, trade professionals, and service economy expansion. And inherently, that's going to make it less volatile, more predictable, easier to understand. So here's the final take for the day. And Katy's small bay flex market is early in its cycle. So in this window right now, we're seeing demand rise, the supply tightened, and pricing hasn't fully adjusted. That combination doesn't last long. If you want to have a conversation about how we could put some plans in action, love to have a conversation. Please visit my website, HoustonRealEstateBrokerage.com. You can schedule a call there and look forward to speaking. Have a good day.